Hello, everybody. Hello, boys and girls. How are you? This is a new episode of Volleyball Connection from Mexico City to VNL Bubble in Rimini, Italy, with my very good friend and FIBB commentator, Clayton Lucas. How are you, Clayton? Very nice spot, by the way.
Thank you very much. I'm well. I hope you're well, and I hope everyone watching is well.
Hey, very nice spot.
Yes, yeah, I'm well, quite lucky. Okay, I am in the hotel, and yeah, I'm by the pool. I haven't been in, but I might go in after this. You never know.
Yeah. Well, you ended early today.
Yes, well, I had two cracking matches today, Iran versus Australia, and incredibly, I thought that was going to be a 3-0 Iran. There we go. Australia not playing at all well in this tournament. Only 2 sets so far in all of their matches played, and yet they came out. They would and they're losing in the first set as well. You think, okay, here we go. Iran are going to take it. They're 23 or 22, 16, something like that, quite comfortable. And then they just kept coming back and coming back and coming back, and they won the set. And you think, all right, well, okay, Iran will take the next one. No. And then, of course, predictably, Iran took the next 2, and we went into the decider. And it was really, really good, exciting volleyball. And I was delighted for Australia to get their first win.
Yeah, probably Mark Levitt could be very happy today. Clayton, I think I lost Clayton, but he will come back in a few minutes. Clayton, are you there?
Definitely, yeah. It was the only game to do with this commentary.
Okay.
My internet isn't great.
Yeah, I know. Is it the best place, the pool, for the internet?
Well, no, not with electricity and water, but I can move in. Shall I move inside and see if we can get closer to the router?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right, quick tour of the hotel.
Okay, that's great. Only the staff is located in that hotel. When Clayton is moving from the pool to another place on the hotel, very close, closer to the hotspot. Well, okay, we will wait a few minutes for Clayton Lucas. He's FIBB commentator right now, broadcasting from VNL Bubble in Rimini, Italy. It's better, I think. Do you hear me well?
I can hear you.
Clayton?
How's that?
I think it's better. Do you hear me well?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you and see you.
Okay.
So now we're in the reception.
Clayton, we are right now in the 4th week of VNL. What are the main insights of the VNL so far by now?
I think really that the level of volleyball, as I thought kind of at the start, really, that the fact that the teams are not having to travel and that they're here and they're able to play we've seen a good level of volleyball. We're not seeing perhaps the kind of fatigue that you might see with teams having to travel around the world to play.
Okay.
And I can tell.
What do you think? What do you think are the What do you think are the feelings inside the teams? Are they getting bored for playing volleyball for almost a month in just one city?
I don't think so. I think they get 3 days on to play, then they get 3 days off to rest, go to the gym, train, and they're allowed to go to the beach. So actually probably doing more than they might normally do, because under the other VNL they would be traveling when they weren't playing. So actually I think that they're probably enjoying it more. From that perspective, they're still away from their families, as they would be anyway, but at least now to get a bit of downtime, they're not having to change time zones, and then they come back and play. And we're seeing a better level of volleyball for it.
Right. Right now I am watching the standings of men's, First place Brazil, second place Poland, third place France, and fourth place Slovenia. I think Slovenia is playing very, very well considering there are a 2 million people country.
I am not surprised in any way, shape, or form that Slovenia are in the top four. And right from the word go, they were my team for me, I thought would be in the top four and should make the semi-finals. I watched them play in the World League Group 2, which they won, and then came the VNL after that, so they didn't make it. And they were really upset. They didn't have a chance to play at this level of volleyball. And having seen them win that Group 2 and having seen them in the World Championships, I knew and know that they're a really good team. Really good team. The thing that they didn't have in the World Championships was enough strength and depth to get them through this, to get them through that. But even now, I think that strength and depth is there, and you know, they're going to be there or thereabouts without a doubt. They're not in the semis. Just got to hold it together now over the last 2 weeks.
Well, I think Brazil is also playing pretty strong with a lot of players, the older and the young, and also Poland. Poland is very, very interesting. France, I think it's strong again. I think they're working hard for Tokyo, where I think they are working most harder for Paris 2024. France is in a very good shape.
There's so many good teams here. And still, even like we mentioned with Poland, Lyon's only playing every now and again. They've got a big squad, and there's some tough decisions for Hainan as to who his best team is.
Do you think we will see these top four for the semifinals? Brazil, Poland, France, or Slovenia, or any other team can get the semifinals?
Who's 5 and 6 right now? Japan can squeak in.
Serbia fifth, and Russia sixth.
Yeah, I think Serbia and Russia are just a little bit too up and down. But Japan, if they can stay on the up, they might get in. But that would mean Slovenia having to lose. I think from the 4 teams that are there, if they keep winning, then that's it. No one's going to get them, no matter what. It would require, for the teams in 5, 6, and 7. It's going to require some results to go their way now, I think, as well as them winning.
Well, Japan is right now in 9th place and USA in 11th, but obviously USA they're preparing for Tokyo, not for VNL.
No, they're not. They just announced their team for the Olympic Games. Big news there. No Benjamin Patch.
No Ben Patch, and Kyle Ensing is in.
Yeah, Kyle Ensing was there, but do you know what? I was having this conversation with Salima Rockwell. We were talking about, we kind of like looking at the way people are playing and watching Patch play and watching Ensing play here live. And Patch is a phenomenal athlete. Okay, he's incredible. He jumps this high. Okay, and then he can put it in the floor or he can put it in the wall. And I think John Spiroz looked at that and he says, Can I rely on that? What I get from Ensing is this.
More consistent, yeah, more consistent.
Pretty steady. He's nowhere near as high as Patch, but he's good at it actually. And I think maybe just thought, you know what, I want that consistency. And maybe the other thing for Ensing is the fact that he's the beginning of a new era for the USA. I mean, once this games is over, Patch, Anderson, Sander, Kavika, David Smith, Maxwell Holtz, are they? That's 6. Who else is there? Who else? Maybe even Eric Choji. Who else, are they going to see another Olympic Games? And so he's probably got that in his mind as well. He's thinking not just about this one game, because a lot of people are saying that the USA, without Aaron Russell here, without him being available, their chances of getting into or beyond the quarterfinals are quite slim. So he's got to be thinking about, right, let's think about Paris, even now, thinking about Paris. And, well, if Ensing's in, DeFalco's in, And those are guys he's going to be relying on after this cycle and for many years to come.
Yeah, right. Obviously, Ben Patch is a very spectacular player, but he's not so consistent. I think Kyle Lansing, it's right now is more reliable as a substitution for Matt Anderson than Ben Patch, unfortunately.
But what it does mean, I think, with Kyle Lansing in, Anderson is going to be an out-and-out opposite. I think he will be number one opposite. It will be Sander and I think possibly even Muaga Tatia as the second outside hitter, the head of Jeschke, the head of DeFalco in that respect. And as for, I'm delighted for Stahl. I think he was amazing, and he really has shown he's very quick to the middle. And him, my thought was maybe Smith might not go, and that Avril Taylor might go in his place. But he's stuck with Smith, and why not? Well, he's a great player. It's a headache for Speror. Who would want to have his position and make those decisions, because they're not easy. And no matter what he's done, there's a whole bunch of people going, no Patch, and so he can't win either way. But he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's got in front of him. He sees the guys day in, day out, and so he's made his decision. And for him and for the team, it's the right one.
Sorry, I agree with you, Clayton. Now, well, let's talk a little about Argentina. How much do you think Argentina improved with the arrival of the other 5 players?
Oh, it's been a massive difference for them. It's great. I mean, it's great to see them playing. I got to commentate on their game the other day, and for me, I want to see Sanchez play. Checo's great, okay, but I love Sanchez. I just think he's brilliant. And
he's brilliant.
He was so good at the World Cup. He's an incredible player. And just okay, he's only this tall, and Checo's that tall, but he can still control a game like Sakita controlled the game for Japan. And but yeah, I just would have liked to see more of Sanchez playing. But what can I say? The rest of the team are playing great.
Yeah, Sanchez, he has came twice here to Mexico for Pan Am Cups, and it's amazing the way he can control, especially the first tempo. It's pretty amazing.
Absolutely, yeah, my favorites.
Clayton, and now let's go to the women's side. The number USA secured yesterday the semifinal spot. He's 12-0. Number 1 USA, number 2 Brazil, number 3 Japan, and number 4 Turkey, 6 Russia, 7 Netherlands. What do you think we will see in the final 4? The same teams, or there could be one surprise?
Well, we know one team, as you said, it's the USA, and now it's a big fight for the next 3 spots. Japan are great. I enjoy watching them play so much. Their style of volleyball, they just wear teams down. It's classic Japan. So I'm not surprised they're in the top 4, and neither am I surprised with Turkey or Brazil. I think the only team, and I don't know whether it's mathematically impossible, but now China have brought the 6 of the best over. Oh my goodness me, they're on another level. Okay, they are not going to lose a game now. If they lose a game, the next 3 games, I would be incredibly surprised. But whether that will be enough, because they've got 5 losses, remains to be seen. But they have got to play. They got to play the USA. The USA can afford to lose. They don't really care. They don't really want to show their hand too much, perhaps ahead of the Olympic Games either. So they can play the second 6 as far as that goes. They've got to play. I think they're playing Russia, maybe. I'm trying to work out who China have to play, and whether or not they've got to play anyone in that top 4. And I think it's only maybe the USA. I'm not sure if they played Brazil already, but so I think they're going to need some results to go their way. But China at the moment here are incredible, and Lin Ying, I should say, number 12, the left-hander. Oh, right, she's only 21. She's a world beater, absolutely incredible player through the outside, and keeping Ju Ting on the bench. They haven't needed her. 3 games, 3 wins. Ju Ting just stood there, just watching, and letting Jiang Ying and Lin Ying do the business.
Yeah, right. What about Turkey? Turkey is a very strong team. Yesterday they lost for a bit against USA. But I think Turkey is growing up a lot.
Yeah, I think Uzbay, the setter, Jansu Uzbay has been linking up everybody really well. They haven't had to rely on Karakurt. She's been the get out of jail free card. But they've gone to working Gunesh in the middle. I think Ande, Valadin, the team is a strong team. It's a strong team. The only weakness in that team, and I'm going to say it, is Guidetti.
Giovanni, why?
And I was like, no, how can you say that? But I'm not kidding. Okay, they're a great team, but when it's not going well, his reaction is not one of, right, let's do this, let's do that. His reaction is, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And it's like, okay, how can that be helpful to a team if you're losing and the coach is now shouting at you because you're losing? You know, the days of Karpol and Russia are gone. That kind of coaching has no place.
It's old school, totally old school.
It just has no place. It's a vicious circle. We're losing, I'm shouting. We're losing, I'm shouting. We're losing, I'm shouting. We're losing, I'm shouting. The result is you're going to lose. Exactly. And the players, when you're shouting, the players do this. I'm not kidding. The players are like this. They're not paying no attention to it. So how can that, again, how is that helpful? They're great players. They know that, you know, they're not trying to make mistakes on purpose. No player goes to make a mistake on purpose. They might make a bad choice or a decision, but that's very different to purposely going, you know what, I'm just going to hit it out. That doesn't happen. It doesn't. So as a coach, you have to say, if this isn't working, is it the wrong personnel? Is it the wrong tactics? Or is it a combination of those? And what changes do I need to make? And again, just because someone makes a bad pass, it doesn't mean you go, right, get out and bring someone in, because that player is now left on a downer, and actually, when are they going to come back in? How are they going to rescue that? And quite rightly, some players might just need that time to go, calm down, come off, calm down, refocus, come back on, and that happens quite a lot. But I think the biggest thing for me for Turkey is if the coach is in sync with them and things are going well, then they are absolutely great. When it's not going well, they then have to come together themselves to find a way, because the coach isn't helping them.
Yeah, and on the other hand, you see people like Sir Roberto in Brazil. He's the kindest coach in the world, or Carlos Kirai in USA, and he talks 5 seconds and says, Lucas Lave, hey, Lucas, please talk to the girls.
Yes, and Karch will do that because he does get, you know, that veneer, that, you know, Karch can suddenly just go
poker face,
and you can see he's gonna beneath it every now and again, and he will blurt out, but then he'll bring it back in, he'll rein it in, and he'll get it under control, because he knows it doesn't help. And you're right, if you'll get Luca in to do stuff, he'll say a little bit and he'll go off and he'll do it. And then you have like Shannon Windsor for Canada. Shannon is a shining example of coaching a team that are here to try and do well, get those wins. They beat China, and it was an incredible game. And you think, and listening to a coach, it's like, okay, girls, we've got this. Stick to this. We're going to keep doing that. Don't worry about it. And it was all positive. It just side out, do better. It was reinforcing those things and having her belief in them, so that they had the belief in each other.
Yeah, right. The last question about the women's side, Lucas, Dominican Republic, they improved a lot since last time when we talked. They are now in 7th place. They started very, very slow. What can you say about Dominican Republic? A lot of old players. Clayton, are you there?
I lost.
I lost you for a second, Clayton.
Can you repeat that?
What do you think about Dominican Republic?
Yeah, I lost you too. What did you say?
Dominican Republic right now they're in 7th place. They started very slow in the first 2 weeks. They're improving very well. What do you think about Dominican Republic?
The Dominican Republic, I think that they are an absolute joy to watch, in the same way that Thailand are a joy to watch, and they are great role models for aspiring players. That it does, age is a number, okay. They say form is temporary, class is permanent, and Dominican Republic are just going, do you know what? We got this. We can do this. We're not going to try and do something we can't do. We're going to play our game and enjoy themselves. And again, they too, a little bit, they're having to shield themselves from Quick because he's going, and they're like, whatever. You know, just like, yeah, go on, shout, carry on. We're not listening, and do their thing. And it's not like they're doing their own thing. They're not doing something that he doesn't want them to do, but they're not going to take anything from him and getting upset with them. They just switch off. They've heard it all before, and it doesn't, you know, it's water off a duck's back.
Yeah, right. And well, you mentioned Thailand. Thailand is a very fun team to watch. They are retiring after this. They are not going to Olympics. It's a total shame because they are stars in their country. They play the good volleyball, very joyful volleyball, but there's no more for the 5 or 6.
Well, it's great to watch. Onuma, so Onuma is again, I talk about role models and someone you'd want to aspire to be like, and I've said in commentary that for those people who watch volleyball and female players who think I'm too short to play, then think again, watch Onuma play, and that should change your attitude, because she doesn't get her head above the net, okay? She gets her hand probably this high above the net, and she can take teams apart with it, and she has done. And she'll use the blocks. There's a gap to hit in, she'll hit it, and she'll hit it hard. She plays great defense. She's a good passer of the ball and a good all-round player. And so from that perspective, she's representing her country. And it should give hope and encouragement to anybody that they can do the same. You don't have to be the tallest to play this game. You really don't. And like in the men, Sanchez for the men, Sekita in the men, setting wise. Recine for Italy. You know, he's only a little lad. He's got a big jump. But they have to show their skills. They have to play good volleyball. And if you've got them and you want to do it, then you can.
Yeah. Just today I was watching in Instagram a picture with Nusara and Natalia. Natalia is there, but she's not playing, right?
No, she's had an operation on her hand, so she can't play. She's in the squad in case it maybe heals in time, but she's not here to play, really.
Okay, well, we hope we can watch Natalia in the Olympics.
Yeah, that would be cool. Hopefully we'll see her at the Olympics.
I read a few minutes ago that Julien Linel from France leave the concentration. Also, yesterday, Pablo Creer from Argentina. They are leaving their teams in the middle of the competition. What do you know about this?
Well, the teams have got the ability to make changes. So, for example, the USA, Michael Christensen left because his wife had a baby, and he went to be there with their second son. So the teams have
the second baby of Michael Christensen. Yeah,
number 2 son, and so they have a window where they can make changes, and it's entirely up to the teams. We don't know the full reasons behind what's happening and what changes are being made. We just kind of get to find out as you do at the time when it's made public. Okay, perfect. Clayton, it's a pleasure always to talk with you. I hope we can make another connection before the Final Four, before the semifinals. Okay. Sure. Just one thing. Come on. Mr. Guidetti, I think you're an amazing coach. Please do not get upset with me. It's quite clear. Yeah, it's only about the style, right? We are talking about the style. No, exactly. It's just the style, and you know, and people will say, well, if it works, it's the right thing. Well, but it really isn't. And from being there as a player and being in that situation, I know full well it doesn't work. And it's the biggest lesson to learn as a coach, that doesn't help. No matter what you think, If they go out and win the next point and you think, well, that's because I shouted at them, you're fooling yourself. It doesn't work. And I think more often than not, though, with Guidetti and the guys here, it's just that frustration because they are world-class players and it's not a physical thing. It's probably more in their head. They switch off and it's just a case of like, wake up, come on, start playing. But when they know what they've just done wrong, and he's just kind of reminding them of it instead of saying, right, what do we need to do now? And that's all. You're right. It is a style, but it doesn't help when you're constantly being negative.
Sorry, I agree with you. Well, there are some greetings. Juan Manuel Zaragoza from Mexico says, saludos, greetings, my very good friend Octavio Medina. Hi, my friends. And Sam Shenton, Mr. Lucas, I can assume it's a friend of you. Sam Shenton. Sam Shenton.
Who's that from?
Sam Shenton. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Sam Shenton. Oh,
yeah.
You need to speak. If it's Sam Shenton, then get him on and have a chat with him. England international, a coach at university up in the north of the country. Really good guy to get on and have a chat with. Sam, speak to Alejandro. Be on his interviews.
Okay, great. I will contact him. Thanks a lot, Clayton. We will contact. I will be in touch with you before the semifinals. Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cheers. Take care. Bye, everybody.
See you, Clayton. Bye.